Hello.
That was funny. Hello.
Hello.
We're back with this video, hopefully.
Yes. Apologies. Oh, this is loud.
This is loud. I know. Yeah.
Better.
1, 2, go. Hello. Hi, everyone.
Welcome back to another episode of To Be in the Same Boat.
Hosted by Karina
And Erica.
and our tapestry.
Before we get started, in class today, I just finished my class and we're doing a group project. And then this girl, she kept saying, "Oh, we're on the same boat. We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat."
Stop. Actually,
I was so triggered. I was like, and I had the tapestry in my bag. I was like,
You should've
in the same boat. I was like, "You mean this?"
you're here?
Yeah, it was so funny.
Oh my God. Wait, no, but talking about the podcast, I promoted my podcast today at work.
To your work.
At
like
my work, yeah, at Starbucks, because there are two girls. They're like, they were talking about the fact that they wanted to start a podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I have a podcast. And they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Who has a podcast? I was like, I do. They're like, what's the name? And I was like, To Be in the Same Boat. And then one girl, Cece, if you're listening, shout out. She was like, are you talking about me there? I'm like, I'm not, but
No,
I
you
can.
are. Even in my the same class, my partner, because we're doing a podcast project, you know about that. And then she was like, "Oh, you seem to know so much about this." I was like, "Yeah, I actually have a podcast." And then we're doing that proposal thing, and then we were saying like, "Oh, we wrote it will be released like, every Monday." And then I was like, and she's like, "Oh, that's a good idea." I was like, "Yeah, it's because my podcast is actually coming out today as well." And then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna listen to it."
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Do you think you have a good work-life balance, Karina?
The way you asked me, I want to say no.
No, it's an actual question. Like, do you think you have a good work-life balance?
I think I try to maintain it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always think about, okay, like, if I'm working this much, I need to have a break.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, I need to go out with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, that's a break for sure. And that's for me also, like, just kind of getting that energy back from talking to people. So I would say I think I do actually have a good work-life balance. It's just sometimes I overwork myself and I don't know what to do. Like, I understand that just way after when I'm, like, burnt out, low-key.
Yeah.
So
I think we're pretty similar in that point. Like, me and Karina, we both love to stay busy and, like, have a bunch of things to do. So we're like, oh, yeah, I have 3 hours of time. I should, like, cram something in there, you know? Like,
100%.
when we have, like, a free day, we're like, oh, we're not doing anything. We need to do something.
Yeah.
That's why we keep, like, finding things to do for ourselves.
like
And
podcast.
then, like podcast. And then, yeah. So then in the beginning, it's like, oh, it feels good. You know, you're always busy. You're productive. Which is, like, we like that feeling.
For sure.
But then that leads to, like, burnout.
I cannot agree more because I always get back to like, oh, I really like being busy. And like, I even like the tiredness, you know, you come home and you're so like.
You feel like accomplished.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost.
But then sometimes there are points of when you're like, I just can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I talked about this in the previous episode. I think it was just like a lot of things, but that was also one of the things. I was just really tired of like school, work, club, all of that, and I was just about to cry in the living room.
Yesterday?
No, that was like a while
day?
ago when I talked to honestly though, yeah, sometimes I do. But then I know for a fact I can be that person who just has like school. That's boring for me. I had that.
It's boring. You have to have like something outside of that.
Exactly.
That's not related to school.
Yeah.
Which is more important.
For both of us.
Yeah, because like you could have like extracurriculars and like clubs, but then those are also related to school.
Related to
so
school.
It's good to have something that's like completely outside of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it's more healthy.
Yeah. Because when you're in school,
You
you're
say
in this
that, but-
bubble.
You say that, but then both of your jobs are in school.
Both of my jobs are in school. It's not that I did choose that, but then
it's for convenience.
It's for convenience. It really is for convenience. And then I honestly wouldn't mind working in actual Starbucks, but it's so hard to get hired there compared to the one I work at.
Yeah.
And I would love to have some online job that I can just be at home and just like doing myself. I was thinking about it yesterday. I've been wanting to have an online job, like virtually, for the last year and a half or like 2 years. Just can't find it. Nobody wants me. So we're here.
And then there's me, where I'm like, I'm getting a bit sick of the online job, and I want to go somewhere and do something.
Yeah, no, I agree with that though. I don't think I can do fully like
Fully
virtual,
online.
fully virtual. I don't think I can do that because it's just
How do you think you juggle your work, your school? Okay, so there's like a how I always imagine it.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's like it's like an actual thing where it's like a circle or like a pie, and there's a few components that make up to your whole person, like your whole like life in university. So it's like social, health, relationship,
personal health, academic and career,
yeah,
work.
academic, career, social, sleep, all that stuff. you know?
Family.
Like health, family. How do you like prioritize one over the other? Do you have like a ranking, like what you prioritize the most?
Oh wow, it's so pretty. Okay. I think for me, obviously, I want to say family comes first, but there is there's a little catch in there because I feel like at each point of your life, your like pie, I guess, it kind of changes up a little bit. So right now, obviously, because I'm an international student, I'm not spending a lot of time with my family. But I'm focusing a lot more on my career and studying. And especially as a university student, I'm focusing on my school right now. So that's going to go into like academic, I guess, and then work. But I try to always focus on health and I guess like friends, like relationship, like personal relationship in your life constantly and kind of have that at the same level throughout my life. It's just what I'm comfortable with. But yeah, definitely more focus on like study and work right now. And then it used to be only study. And now I'm guessing after fourth year, I'm going to go into full work. But then I also want to be studying something, but just a little bit less. So let's say I'm going to continue learning Spanish, but it's going to be way less than I'm spending on school right now.
Yeah, I feel like we're all just trying to juggle like so many things at once that it's like it's impossible, you know? I think what I was thinking about earlier, the pie thing, I saw this like before I even got into first year. I don't know who told me this. It was like, you only can have two. You can't juggle all three. And the three are grades, social, and sleep / health.
We
These are the
talked
three.
about this.
And then it's like you can only have two. You have to sacrifice one thing. And I was like,
wait, was it school?
like school, social, sleep / health.
Social, sleep. And you can only have
You
two.
can only have two.
School, social, sleep. What do you think you have?
I think I have social and sleep.
No school. But you're doing good at school.
I know. It's just because like I feel like for me,
Like you're not spending too much time on it?
no, but I am though.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have that much to do, so it's
Maybe not that much on social.
I guess so. Maybe social. Like I don't like go out of my way to like build my social connection. I feel like
social is not about that though. It's like about like going out
with
every
friends and hanging out and
yeah.
stuff.
You do that.
I do that.
You have all three, Erica. You won the university
I
life.
won. I did it. No, but like speaking of the school thing though, I don't know. I feel like this semester has been like pretty okay so far. Like yesterday, I spent the entire afternoon. Like you laughed. You came home and I was in the same position. Remember?
I left like early, like morning, and then I come home for lunch, and she's still like exact same position. Nothing changed. I was like, Erica, you okay?
You know what I was doing? Did I tell you what I was doing?
No.
I was doing my elective, and because for the elective, we need a textbook, and you can only buy it. So I don't want to buy because even the ebook is like $60, and I don't care about the elective, you know. So then I found like a website they can read it on, but you just have to do a subscription for $18 a month, which is much cheaper than an ebook. Yeah. So I subscribed for a month. I'm gonna cancel it in a week. So all the homework questions, it's been posted. So I spent the afternoon just doing all of them. So I'll just submit it when the time comes. So I finished all my homework for the semester, and then
Girl, you're crazy.
I just need the textbook.
Crazy and smart. What the hell?
For the homework, which I finished, and then just the tests. But like I don't need to study for that, so I can just cancel my subscription now.
She's actually no, because I'm thinking. I don't think I would think about I don't even have words. Oh my god!
I think it only works because she posted the questions way before. Yeah. So I finished
That
all
makes
of
sense,
them.
though. That makes sense why I spend so much time. But then you're going to have so much time now
Yeah.
going forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah. Do you think you spend a lot of time on your... Oh, wait, sorry. No, I actually first wanted to talk about, like, what do I have? School, social, or sleep?
Yeah. What do you think, like, you would sacrifice?
I guess school.
Yeah, I was gonna say. At first, I was thinking sleep,
100%.
but I was like, no, Karina would never sacrifice sleep.
No,
And then you're
absolutely
also a
not.
big like people person, so I feel like also school for you.
Yeah, I feel like school. It would be school for you, right? Or would it be social for you?
I think it depends. I feel like maybe. I think different year. I think I prioritize different things. First year probably like social. Second, and probably social. And then like third year was like kind of like internship year, probably school. I don't know. And then sleep.
No, half of your third year is on exchange.
Actually, yeah.
You did not sacrifice school there.
Social all 4 years. I get my shit done, so it's
You
whatever.
didn't prioritize.
I don't prioritize sleep, but I still get my sleep.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You don't need that much.
exactly.
No, me and my sleep. Oh my god, it was so hard to
You're not sleeping
bring
like
myself
this.
out of bed today. Actually, crazy. It's getting colder, and I'm just like, no.
I'm dreading like getting up in the in winter time.
I'm gonna get a heater. I swear to God, I can't.
Yeah,
Or you won't be able to see me in the mornings at
at
all.
all. I'm like,
So.
Karina's just gone. Hibernation.
Although I've been waking up early. Well, I just want to point it
you
out
have.
this semester because
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
it's
way-
It's so weird that you're waking up earlier than I am.
Yeah, I know that's actually so weird. Like I'm already eating
But you feel
breakfast.
good though,
and
right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. Like that's what I think about. Like I always say I like sleep, but I also do like waking up early.
Yeah,
Like I feel great when I wake up
you
early.
feel amazing.
And I feel so much more like shit when I wake up like 11 p.m. Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
11 a.m.
PM too.
p.m. too. So, but I do like love sleep, and it's just one of the best things to do. But if I was to sacrifice something, definitely school. Especially right now, I'm thinking like I don't really care about my grades that much.
Yeah.
Like I care to a certain extent, but not crazy about it.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about like personal health.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you focus? Because I know you're like a healthy person.
Mm-hmm.
If we just put it in like standards, but do you spend or like think about spending time on it, or does it just come to you naturally, like going to the gym, waking up early, eating healthy? Like do you put a lot of thought into that, or you just do it?
I think I just do it. I think it comes naturally. Yeah.
Why do you think is that?
I think just like growing up, I've always been like my family has always been healthier on the healthier side. Like we never have like snacks and drinks in the house. It's always been like pretty healthy. And then I wouldn't say like I was a crazy like sports exercise person, but I was active all throughout high school, and then I liked staying active. Obviously my parents are both like they like exercising and they eat healthy. Well, debatable. My mom, yeah, and my brother as well. My brother's a huge health freak. Yeah, so I think it just all ties in. So it's for me, it's more of like, yeah, it's just part of my life. I don't like specifically be like, oh, I need to go to the gym today, or like set aside time to do that. It's like I incorporate it into my life instead.
Because that's interesting. Because for me, see, I think my family is the same. Like I grew
Yeah, I
up
remember
eating
you
very
telling me that, yeah.
healthy. Both of my parents work out. Well, like my mom, kind of. My dad is crazy.
Your
about,
dad like runs and everything.
Yeah, no, that man wakes up really early every single day to like do a marathon or something.
It's crazy. Every day?
Not marathon every day, but like something
runs
every day.
every day.
100%.
Oh, wow.
Either running or what's it called?
Jogging?
No,
Sprinting?
bike.
Oh.
Riding a bike. Yeah. And my sister, she also had a running phase in summer. My sister less, I think, out of all of us. But then for me, I'm not like you. Like it doesn't come to me as naturally as it does for you. Even like eating healthy, I think, like I still do like it 100% compared to other people. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, wait, you're actually gonna eat that? Like you're eating that every day?
Yeah.
Like I would rather not, you know?
Yeah.
Or like even going grocery shopping. I'm
Yeah.
always thinking, oh, I want vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. But then there are a lot of times when I'm like, oh, I just want like grilled cheese.
Yeah, the cravings here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, I guess like food,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's a lot more from family. Because again, I
Yeah.
grew up not having a lot of candy in the house.
Exactly.
Or like Coke or something.
It's definitely a family thing. It's like, I think for me and you, when we go groceries, if we get like a chocolate or like a bag of chips, that's like a special like treat.
Yeah, and
Whereas for
that's
some
only
people,
one.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like I think for certain like people or certain families, when they like grow up eating that, it's like, oh, it's part of the groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like that's a difference, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think it goes back also to, for me at least, it goes back to like how I see myself, like personal. We talked about self-esteem and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I always think about, oh, if I take too much of like chips or something, I'm gonna get fat or this and that.
Yeah.
And or honestly, recently it's been more about health rather than how I look. I'm like, I'm gonna feel like shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I started going to the gym so much. Because I feel way better. And I think like all the stress that I'm getting, I just go to the gym to like actually put it out.
Oh, it works so well.
It works so well. And I know it does. And then like my family doctor and then my therapist, they were telling me that I need to go to the gym, like actually.
Just for your mental health?
Just for my mental health. Because they also told me that because I grew up doing dance, I always had that where I can like put that stress out. And so I don't have that anymore. My body is like feeling weird. And I need to have
like
that.
Release
that. Exactly. So I've been going to the gym and I even missed a class to go to the gym.
No, it's an instant mood booster.
Oh yeah, 100%. I went and then I wouldn't say I was like, oh my God, life is beautiful. But I did feel a lot better than if I went to class. So
yeah. I thought, I mean, not thought, but I've seen like someone said, when you like are like hesitating to go to the gym, or, like you're feeling lazy, whatever, just think about like how you feel afterwards. Because you always, like 9 out of 10 times, you feel good afterwards.
100%.
There's rarely a time where you come out of the gym and you feel like shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, very rarely that happens.
Very rarely, unless you're like sick or something.
Yeah, so it's always, you're always feeling, even when you're sick. I was sick last time when I went to the gym, I felt better.
Okay, no, that's not good, see? That's
But
not healthy.
I've always done that. Not like when I'm like dying sick though. When I'm like, I just need to like sweat out the toxins, you know what I mean?
I don't. Because my grandpa is a doctor.
Your grandpa's a doctor?
Yeah.
My grandpa's the doctor too.
Stop!
Yeah. My dad's side grandpa.
My mom's side grandpa, he's a
That's
doctor.
crazy.
Well, he never actually worked, but he like fully did med school and all. So you're not supposed to work out until you're fully healthy because it gives more pressure on your heart. And then, like right now, you're not feeling anything, but then when you get older, you might have a heart condition.
Oh.
So,
I mean, that makes sense.
just want to put it out there. For anyone who wants to work out when they're sick, please don't. Unless you're doing...
Just for context, I wasn't like dying sick. I was getting better. And I just needed to like get out the house and do something active.
Yeah, no.
Instead of just lying in bed all day, which would make me feel even more shit.
Yeah. No, but you can like for sure walk. That's good. That's healthy.
Yeah. Nothing intense.
Nothing intense. Okay. We wrote this one like a bullet point for this episode. It makes me so funny.
What did we say?
So we're talking about like academic and career, like as a part of that pie. And the bullet points in that is getting good grades, joining clubs, building a network, connecting with people. And then the last one, making future decisions because we're seniors and possibly getting deported. Joking.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
But like not really.
Yeah, so how do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like the reason why we're both so like stressed about it is because the whole like it's in the back of my mind, like we have to get a job, secure like our like future. Basically, we think about the future more than like kids here, I think, just because we want to stay here.
Yeah.
And then the whole like grad after post grad work permit, that kind of stuff, whatever. So that's why we have that pressure. And I don't know.
I would say we also have a little bit less of time.
Yeah.
People who are born here, they have that time. Even after if they graduate, they don't find a job right away.
It's fine.
Yeah, they can like move back home and like figure out what they want to do, or like move to somewhere and figure it out. We can honestly do the same thing, but it's just a lot more harder for us.
Yeah, it's because we chose to do this and we want to stay. It's just harder. Like we have the clock's ticking basically.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah.
But actually, I was reading a book about not exactly this, but there was a point about that. It made me feel so much better because I've been so stressed about this lately. The book is called "What to Do in Your 20s." The one that I recommend everyone.
Defining Decades.
Defining Decades. That's the name. Defining Decades. Basically, it's time between 20 and 30. Yeah. I think for a lot of people, especially like Western world, it might seem a little bit harsh. Because
the book,
yeah, because they talk a lot about like, yeah, it's all good that you want to like find yourself and stuff like that, but you really should invest in your future in this time.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And then like I grew up thinking like that. So that book, when I moved, I was like, oh, maybe I should like look for myself and, you know, like do all of that. But then I read that book and I was like, no, actually, I'm going to do what I've been wanting to this whole time. So we're all good. But basically, there is a point when something about like finding yourself. And I feel a lot of pressure and stress and anxiety from having my future unclear. Like that thought just makes me really anxious. But then the woman in the book, she was saying that your future is not really like fully unclear because all your previous experiences have made you some type of way and you already have some type of skills. So from that, your future already, you have like paths already. You just need to choose one. It's not necessarily the fact that there is like you're in the middle of the ocean, you don't know where to go. Like you already have those paths, you just have to choose. So that made me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
And
it kind of reminds me of like, you know, the whole TikTok trend, or like, I guess the idea now is, oh, you're only 21, go to here, do that, buy this, you know.
Do all of it.
Yeah, which is like, I live for that idea. Like, that's good, I love it, I always say that. But then like you were talking about the defining decades thing, it's like, you know, you have to invest in your future. 100%. It's like, yes, you're 21, you're only 21 once. Take that Europe trip, go to Europe, have fun. But then like sometimes your decisions impact your future. Like, I mean, every 100%. Time. But then I know it's hard to like distinguish between like what's responsible and what's not responsible and what's like living in the present and what's investing in your future. It's hard to juggle both. Hard. It's so hard. It's hard to do both.
That's why it's like, I guess, work-life balance is just like, oh, where do I need to prioritize work and when do I need to prioritize life?
Yeah.
And that's why I want my work to be my life.
Yeah. Or it's like money comes and goes, but memories live forever or something like that. Yeah. I
agree with that now more than I used to. But then I also always think I'm very focused on money. Like, I don't know if it's just me or it's a lot of people, but I'm like, I think half of the time I'm anxious about money. And it's interesting because it's interesting because I grew up not really, like, I wasn't like poor, but I'm still very much like, oh my God, I need to spend less, but I also do want to spend. Like, you know, like getting that bubble tea or like,
I know.
$9.
I know, it's like, like it's not going to break your bank, but it's also like, do I really want to spend $9 on a drink?
Every single time.
Yeah. Like it's not that deep, but it's also like.
But it also is.
Yeah. I always like, I don't know, I think it's being in university. I think it's a college student thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Like I would be like out with my brother and then I would take forever to decide if I want to get a drink. And he'd be like, just get it. I'm like, yeah, but it's $8. And he's like, okay. You have $8. I'm like, I do. And he's like, just get it. I'm like, I'll get it next time. Like, I don't need it right now. I only get it if like I really want it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I get a drink like at school and I'm like, I actually didn't need it right now. You know the need when it's like in between classes and you're really busy and you know you're not going to go home. Drink. Yeah, you need that little snack, but then you get it and then you go home and you're like, why did I just spend this money? Like it was worthless.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's actually not. But there is a point to that for sure. Yeah, no, I don't know. But maybe it is a college thing, hopefully. That's what I try to remind myself. I'm like, okay, I'm only 20.
Yeah.
I will be getting a lot more money. I will have that time to go to, I don't know, Eden Center, and I see something that costs $200 and it's so cute, and I'm like, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have this, oh my God,
I just spent $200.
like I have only this much left in my account.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's always in the back of my mind. I think it's definitely a college thing.
I don't know, but I've been like that since early age. Like I've been very focused. That's why
That only happened to me when I come to Canada.
Really? No, I've been like that.
Or like no, towards like I think grade 12 onwards I started thinking more. But when I was in high school, well, also because I didn't spend much money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
I don't pay for
but
groceries.
also,
I live with my parents.
yeah, no, but still
yeah.
like stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But that's why, you know what, how I like to do math and how I like do my GPA myself, all of it, and I enjoy it. That's why I enjoy it. It makes me feel calm. Like, I think it came from the finance point in terms of like, I need to do my own finances to feel more comfortable in what I know I have.
Yeah.
But when I don't know, that what kills me. Like, actually kills me. That's why I always
stresses you out.
Yeah, I have Excels going on. I like count money. I can do it like 5 times, and it's all the same. And I'm like, why am I doing this again? But it's just like it really calms me down.
Yeah.
So
that's like me, but then with like organizing and scheduling. So you love like counting your like math and finance and stuff.
Yeah,
Excels. For me, it's like how also I guess like how I juggle my time is when I have a lot of deadlines and a lot of due dates coming up or schedules and events, I write them all down in my notes app. I would have the week of October 2nd, for example, this week, from Monday to Friday.
Oh, yeah.
I'm receiving at 8:30, wake up, breakfast, what am I having? I do this. Today I'm working on this project. Tomorrow I'm working on that project.
Okay, yeah. No, that's same for me.
Yeah, like every single day. Like down to like very, very detailed.
I don't know about you, but when it comes to schedule, I can't start working on something. Like, let's say I need to work on this project today. I know I need to, but if it's not written down in my notes, I'm not going to start working. Like, I literally can't. Like, there are times when I start working and I'm like, no. And I go back. I check my Notion 3 times. I make sure that everything for the week is good. I check my, like, another calendar. I'm like, okay, no, now we can work. And then I actually do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I love, like, scheduling things into my calendar.
Yeah.
Like, I look at it all the time. I'm like,
same.
And I want to schedule my time like 3 weeks in advance. I'm like looking at like November. I'm like, oh, I have to do this and event this. I should start writing down my schedule for that week. I'm like, don't do that.
Okay, no, I don't do it farther in advance.
I think about it, but I'm like, that's crazy.
No, yeah, and I love looking at my calendar because I put everything there and I see how like busy it is and like different colors. And I'm like, yes,
I know, it's so nice.
Last topic of today's episode is again we're talking about working
part-time jobs.
Yeah, and then we wanted to like mention how it might be different in this culture, like Western culture, and back home. How is it back home for you?
Like, we're talking about getting part-time jobs and working part-time while in school and stuff. I think, well, I'm pretty sure, yeah, even like most of my friends, people that I know, back home, it's like you don't really do part-time jobs in
university.
You do.
Okay.
But I'm saying like
in school.
High school. Yeah. It's very rare that kids have like part-time jobs. It's not, well, there is, but it's really rare. Whereas like here, it's very common.
Yeah.
Like you're 16, you're 15, you start working. You're 17 or 18, you start working. It's almost as if you don't have a part-time job at this age, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know? Whereas like back home, it's completely fine. Yeah.
No, same for us. Like high school, I know a couple of people who worked, but barely.
Barely, yeah.
And then some people did work like in summer. But when it comes to university, for sure, all my friends work.
Yeah, university for sure.
Yeah, like part-time. Or honestly, most of them have like internships and they try to juggle that. But when it comes to like part-time at school, not really. But I think that also because people back home are a little bit more like, I think like family focused. Like not even family focused. It's just like here it's a lot more independent. So I think like the culture itself at 16 is like, okay, go out, do your thing, get your money if you want to spend it.
Exactly.
Whereas back home, it's like, it's okay, you're still a baby.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's still a baby, so like enjoy yourself, whatever.
Yeah. I think like in my culture or what I'm used to growing up and hearing from families and friends, it's like it's different from here. It's because like the parents, like they've worked so hard their whole lives to provide for you. So they're like, so you don't have to work during high school. Because I think it's more common in the past for them to start working when they're a young age. So then they work so hard their whole lives. It's like now I can provide for my kids so then they can enjoy and not have to worry about working and money. Whereas here it's like, no, you have to experience that.
Yeah, because here I feel like it's more like, okay, that's a part of your route.
Yeah, it's just normal.
Like life. Yeah, so please do. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I did dance. I don't really consider it as a part-time job, but it kind of was. So yeah. But I liked it. Like that was fun, recreational.
Yeah. And my first job was when I was like, how old? 18.
Cheerleader?
Yeah, I was a cheerleading coach. That was my first job. And yeah.
I remember getting my first paycheck from dance. I think I was like 16. I was like, wow.
I know, I got shoes for myself. My first paycheck.
Ooh, I don't remember what I got. But because I've been getting money from dance like once in a while when I was a kid. So, but that one was just a bit bigger. And I was like, damn.
I know, bougie.
Wow, who is she? Yeah.
I can't wait to like post-grad.
Yeah.
And when I have like a proper like yearly income sort of thing, I just want to like, when I get that job and when I get my first paycheck, I just want to get like a big meal for my family. Like when I go home and visit.
I was about to say.
I can't wait for that. Because all my cousins have done that. You know, it's always like, oh, first job, you treat your whole family.
Treat your family.
So it's my turn next. And so, because like I've had jobs, you know, but then every time I go back, it wasn't like a big enough thing to like, my
have
treat.
A whole family.
Yeah. I'll buy lunch here and there, but it's like a proper like, my first real big girl job. I want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, for me
I
it was
buy gifts for everyone.
when I went home, like, I basically got my mom because it was her birthday, and I got her a gift. I got her AirPods that I worked for, and I bought from my money, and I was so happy.
Yeah.
So
it always feels really nice to.
It feels so nice. Yeah. It actually feels so nice when you get something for a family. Or like I always treat my sister.
Same. Well, my cousin's sister, but she's basically my sister.
Yeah, no, but my sister, because of that, she's so like, oh, you can buy me this and that. I'm like, girl,
relax.
I worked so hard for this, so let's not be a brat.
What is to end the episode? Obviously, we have the moral of the episode.
Moral of the episode?
What is your biggest tip for juggling or maintaining a healthy work-life balance?
My first thought was like have a calendar, but then
valid.
That is valid, but then also I think just like realize what you are comfortable with, like personally you. It's okay if your roommate is okay with working 2 jobs and having something else, but if you're not, that's fine. Yeah, because everyone has their own like comfort zone. So just realize what's yours, and then honestly be busy. I'm gonna say be busy because I feel like when you're busy, it's just you think less, and thinking less kind of helps with not being like
overwhelmed with stuff.
And all of that. So just be busy, but also really think about what you want. What about you? What's your tip?
Aside from the like just the usual like being organized and stuff, I think just talk about it. Which is I guess something that I've learned throughout like university and my whole life. It's just like because I don't express my feelings as much. Yeah. Every time I do, I'm like, damn, why don't I do this more often? It's like it feels much better. Yeah. It's like when you're feeling stressed, when you don't know, when you're like you need advice. Maybe you don't think you need advice, but you actually do. Just talk about it. It fews better. Learn it the hard way, but talk to someone.
It's so funny because I literally what I said is based on my experience, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I compare myself a little bit too much to other people. And yeah, when it comes to like work-life balance, it's really important to be like, okay, you know.
Yeah. It's good to get advice and hear different perspectives, or like how this person is juggling theirs, how this person is doing and maintaining that, and just getting like ideas from people. Yeah. It's good inspiration.
And then you can, again, go back to you and maybe take that from someone and then take this from someone and then you become yourself unique.
Exactly.
Did I say that right? I don't think I did. It's okay. Okay.
But
that's it.
That's it.
That was the moral of the episode. We hope you like this work-life balance one.
And, well, don't stress yourself out too much. Like,
oh, please don't.
It'll be fine. It will be fine.
Honestly, everything
happens for a reason.
Just saying. Okay, bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.